Hello, hello, and welcome to the Radiant Rebirth Online Retreat, where we are igniting our age of empowerment, owning who we truly are, gaining clarity of direction so that we can take that soul-aligned action with joy, grace, and ease. This morning is really special. I am being joined by Sadhna Shaman. Sadhna is a mind-body transformation specialist and a second-generation homeopath. As the creator of the sadhana system, she combines spirituality, ancient wisdom, discipline, homeopathy, and neuroscience activation to help alleviate chronic illness at the root cause and guide clients toward their highest and truest potential. Sadhna, it's such a pleasure to have you here this morning. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, Kia. It's an honor and a privilege to be part of this retreat. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we were chatting before we started the recording, and I'm really, really excited about our topic today because as we were discussing the topic, it really does underpin everything, really. And this morning, you're going to be talking about understanding the power that your beliefs hold. Understanding the power that your beliefs hold, and you have sort of a system to help people to understand those beliefs. And so I'd love to just throw it over to you now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me here. Welcome, everybody. I'm just going to share my slides with you. Let me know if you can see this clearly.
Perfect.
Yeah, there we are. So my name is Sadhna and my company is called Rebalancing Life. And yeah, welcome to this retreat. It's just really great to be here. And the aims of today are really to understand the power of your beliefs. And I have a four-step approach to reframing your beliefs. And there's three really key questions that us women over 50, over 40, over 50, we need to be asking ourselves. So I'm really excited to share those with you. And if we have enough time, and I really hope we do, I'd love to do a really powerful activation meditation with you. So a little bit more about me. I'm a second generation homeopath. My father was a homeopath too. And, I've been practicing homeopathy since 2005. And before that, I had trained in reflexology 30 years ago, chakra balancing, so I'm a Reiki master, and, neuroscience, rewiring the unconscious mind is really key to everything that I do. So I wanted to take the homeopathy to an even deeper level because with homeopathy, you're looking at the mind and the body, the mental and emotional, as well as the physical, as well as the hereditary aspect. And I really wanted to get massive results really quickly as I could. I'm as impatient as my clients. So, rewiring the mind, the magical way of retraining the subconscious mind and bringing everything into our conscious reality was really, really powerful. And so, I've created this amazing system, the sadhana system. So, S for spirituality, A, ancient wisdom. D, discipline, H, homeopathy, N, neuroscience, activation. That's who I am, that's how I work, and that's what I give to my amazing clients. So today is all about beliefs because, like Kia said, beliefs underpin everything, and we know that. Some of them we're aware of, some of the beliefs we're not aware of. And this is the thing. Our mind and our body is so connected. Every single cell, all the trillions of cells that we're holding on to are listening to every thought, every feeling, and every belief. And that's the mind body connection. And, this is why I wanted to go further with my homeopathy and really get to those underpinning subconscious beliefs that we're holding on to. And here's the thing, life can't exist without beliefs, and beliefs are always in motion, they're always moving. And beliefs, they can be dynamic or they can be slow. Beliefs are constantly influencing our thoughts, our feelings, and our emotions. So we have the conscious beliefs and we have the unconscious beliefs. And I'm sure you know all this, but but let's just go into a little bit of detail. So the conscious beliefs are the ones that we are aware of and that we articulate every day from the moment we get up. I've got to do this today. I've got to do that today. I've got my to-do list. I'm gonna, eat really healthily today. I have to go and meet my family, whatever it is. They're your conscious thoughts and beliefs, okay? And the unconscious beliefs are the deeply embedded in the subconscious mind, okay? And quite often, not always, but quite often they're formed in childhood. And it could be in the first 7 years, or it could even be when you were in your mother's womb. Now, they influence our thoughts and they influence our behaviors and emotions without us even being fully aware of them. And these can be quite difficult to shift, you know, but they have a profound impact on our lives. So here are some examples of conscious beliefs. We might have beliefs around equality and freedom. These are fundamental values to most of us. We may have beliefs around trust. Trust is really important in any kind of relationship that we have. We may have beliefs around respect. People should be treated with respect. I should be treated with respect. You should be treated with respect. And health, exercising is important for my health and well-being, eating good food, drinking lots of water. These are, beliefs around our health. And what's right and what's wrong for us. Stealing, for example, is wrong. Yeah. The unconscious beliefs, they tend to revolve around self-worth, safety, love, and love and relationships, success, power and control, abundance, trust, approval, vulnerability, and beliefs about change. Beliefs about whether we can change or whether others will change, whether our circumstances will change, whether even change is possible, whether change is possible for us. But change may exist for others, but the beliefs that we hold about possibility and the possibilities for us to change are really profound. So here are some examples of unconscious beliefs, okay? Self-worth. I'm not good enough. I've got the four main that are considered to be the four main ones on the left. So self-worth in pink. Self-worth, I'm not good enough. Love, I don't deserve love, or I'm not lovable. That's another one. Safety, the world is a dangerous place. Well, it might be dangerous in parts, in places, or on certain occasions, but it doesn't mean it's dangerous all the time. You know, approval. I need approval from others to be okay, or I'm only valuable if others validate me. Success. Success requires sacrifice, or I don't deserve success. Success is for others, not for me. Power and control. I must always be in control, otherwise I'm powerless. Abundance. There's never enough, or I have to struggle to get what I want. Trust. Can't trust others, or people will betray me. But just because you've been, betrayed once doesn't mean that everyone's going to betray you. Vulnerability. If I show weakness, I'll be hurt. I must be strong at all times. Do any of these relate? I know I've certainly felt some of them in the past. So these are the common ones that I come across. Now, what do you believe? You know, Are your beliefs directing your life, or are you? So you're not your beliefs. That's the key thing here. You know, your beliefs can change. You're not your beliefs, although your beliefs have a hold on you, but are they directing your life, or are you directing your beliefs? That's the question. Now, the best way of transforming beliefs is to face them, to move through them, to acknowledge them and accept them, to understand them, to know that they exist, and then shift them. Okay. And in order to do this, there is a 4-step process called the RARE process: recognize, acknowledge, reframe, and embody. So, what does recognize mean? Recognize means being kind to yourself, you know, talking to yourself like you would talk to your child, your best friend, your partner. You'd be kind to them, you would listen to them, and you would understand them. Okay? It's about becoming the observer of your thoughts and beliefs. So step outside of you and start to look at your beliefs, pause and reflect and look at your beliefs and recognize, what could this be all about? Where is this coming from? Become the observer of your thoughts and beliefs and recognize them. And then it's about being, about acknowledging them, you know? So if it was a belief that your friend had, you wouldn't be saying, "Don't be so silly. That's pathetic." You wouldn't say that. Well, I'm sure you wouldn't. You'd say, "No, come on, let's just work through this, right? So you're saying this. Let's acknowledge this. Just because you're like this now doesn't mean you have to stay like this." So acknowledge the belief that you're holding on to. And then start to realize that actually this may not be the truth. There may be another perspective. There may be another way of looking at this belief. And what could that belief perspective be? You know, am I buying into this thought or belief? Could it be an illusion? You know, because, here's the thing: we all hold different beliefs, and there's always another perspective. And, this is about looking at what other perspectives could be for you and start to reframe your belief and take another perspective, but a higher perspective of that belief. What would your higher mind say to you? If you were to take another perspective on this belief that could raise your energy, raise your frequency, raise your vibration, what would that be? It would probably be the opposite of what you're actually feeling and believing right now. Okay, that's if that belief is holding you back. Okay, so then you will start to receive a higher perspective, and when you start to receive a higher perspective, you can then start to think about, right, so if that's the higher perspective, I am lovable, I am safe. How would I be? How would I act? How would I think? How would I feel? How would I carry myself? What would I give of myself? And what would I receive? And that is all about embodying. Okay, so you're now at this stage where you've worked through that belief. You've followed this process. You've realized that this belief was holding me back. You've acknowledged it. You've accepted that that was your truth then. Okay, but it doesn't have to be your truth now. Okay, you've observed and you've realized that there is a higher perspective to that belief. And now, what you're going to do, you're going to take action. You're going to take aligned action with that higher perspective that you're holding on to, okay, that you've now discovered, and you're going to embody it. So, to embody it, what you do is, for example, you wake up in the morning and you think, yes, I am that freaking amazing woman who's loving life, who's getting up, who's doing what she's meant to be doing in this life, who's letting go of those old thoughts that I was holding on to, who's created these new higher perspective thoughts. And I'm going to step into that woman today. I choose to be that woman, and no one's going to stop me. I'm unstoppable. And that's what you choose to be. And then you start to take aligned action from that higher self. That's called embodiment. So you start to show up and you take action as that person with that new higher perspective, that new belief. And that's how you step into the next version of you. Yeah, your higher version, your next version, your unlimited version, where nothing can stop you, no circumstances, nobody, because you have the strongest self-belief in yourself and you have decided to own your life, right? You create your circumstances don't create you. So, here's three key questions that I would love for you to start asking yourself. You know, if you're in your 50s now, you've probably sat like me, you know, I've raised two children, I've lost all my family, you know, I've dealt with grief, I've dealt with chronic illness, and I'm nearly 60 now. Okay, so I am stepping into the highest version of me. And this is what I want you to ask yourself. What am I not allowing myself to be that I'm meant to be in this life? Really powerful question. Sit with it, journal with it, get your notebook out and write in that notebook every single day and see what comes up for you. Okay. Even if you don't know how to start writing, you just start saying, I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write until your unconscious mind, the thoughts start flowing and everything starts flowing from your heart and into your hand and onto paper. So, what am I not allowing myself to be that I am meant to be in this lifetime? What am I not allowing myself to do that I'm meant to do in this lifetime? And what am I not allowing myself to have that I'm meant to have in this lifetime? These are the most freaking powerful questions you can ask yourself in your 50s, in your 60s, that I am going to take the action that I now need to take to step into my power and become that person I was so born to be in this lifetime. Because the last thing you want to do is leave this life with regrets. Okay, so every day is a new opportunity for us to step into the highest, most powerful version of us that we were meant to be in this lifetime. We can start to rewrite our stories. Okay, we all have a story, we all have hurt, pain, sadness, grief, trauma on some level. You know, it's time to let it all go, and it's time to become who you were meant to be, beneath all the layers of all the conditioning, all the beliefs that have held us back. And that's what these three questions I'm hoping will allow you to do. Okay, I love what Deepak Chopra says. He says, write what you believe, want your beliefs to look like in a month, in 2 months, in 6 months' time. And he says, not to let yourself fall into low expectations. We've done all that. Okay, we've been in that place where we thought we weren't good enough, that we don't deserve. We don't deserve money. We don't deserve peace. We don't deserve success. It's all for others. No, it's now about high expectations. What is, and dream big, right? Create big goals because nothing is impossible. Okay, so find one part of your life where you can reach greater fulfillment. Okay, one area, and then take action in this one part of your life, however modest it is. Just take one step. Take one step today. Write down, I am going to do, and then exit it. Right, just take that first step, because that first step will lead to the next step, to the next step, to the next step, to the next step. So, my free gift to you is 7 quick tips to optimize your life. Okay, even if you don't think it's possible. Okay, and these aren't the usual 8 glasses of water, 5 fruit and veg in a day. This is something a lot more than that. Okay, I'm not saying they're not important, of course they are. Okay, 7 quick tips to optimize your life. So if you go to my website, rebalancing life.com, you can download those for free on my website, rebalancing life.com.
We're going to send them the link as well, so that's okay.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I do have a new program coming out that I'd just like to very, very quickly share with you. It's going to start at the end of October. It's called the Spirituality Activation Code. It's a transformative 3-month experience for women entrepreneurs who are ready to impact millions from a greater level of clarity, confidence, and consciousness without compromising their health. Because health, we know health comes first. We've got our health, we've got everything, and we can achieve everything. So do keep a lookout for that. I will be talking about that on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, on my website. So that will be coming out at the end of October. And these are my handles if you'd like to just take a note, if you'd like to connect with me, maybe take a screenshot. And I'm really grateful that you're attending this masterclass today. I really appreciate that. And I hope it's helped to, I hope there's a nugget or two you've taken away, or a belief or two that you're thinking now, I'm done with this. I'm letting this one go now. So do we have enough time here for a meditation? It'll only be a few minutes, maybe 5.
We have about 2 minutes.
Oh, do we? Oh, can we do it? Are you okay with that, or?
Um, how long? It may be that we include this as a bonus. What about that?
Ah, okay, okay. All
So
right.
what we'll do is we'll end the recording for today. So if you stop sharing.
Okay.
Wonderful. And thank you so much. I was taking notes furiously, especially around the framework and the questions. I thought the questions were really powerful. And if people, took the time to just, even just journal those questions or go through that rare framework, I thought all of those were incredibly tangible, beautiful tools that they could use. The one thing that I wanted to ask was, you talked about the beliefs that we hold, and releasing those and where they come from. What happens if the beliefs are not necessarily yours, but they're passed down?
Ah, well, yes, you're absolutely right. And that's where when that happens is, well, you may get that realization. You may get that realization when you work on yourself, and you can then say, um, that actually that's not my belief. I'm holding on to it, but it's not my belief. It's not my belief. It's something that I've inherited from a past life or a previous generation. It's not my belief, and it's served me well up till now, but now I can let it go. I can transform that into a new belief. And this type of work I do with my programs, Reinvent Your Life Online, Transform Your Life in One Day. And we will be covering this in the new program too. Yeah,
Beautiful.
but there's a lot of beliefs that we're holding on to that have been passed down, you
Beautiful.
know. Yeah.
Exactly. And thank you so much for sharing all of that. It was so powerful and really juicy, wonderful information. If you had to sort of like pull out one thing that you'd like to really highlight and say, if you got nothing else, just remember this, what would it be? I know it's a lot, right?
Um, my one message, right, is you are way more powerful than you believe yourself to be. And one of my mantras in health and in life is if you have acquired this, then you have the power to let this go.
Love it. I absolutely love that. If you acquired it, you also have the power to let it go, puts you back in the driver's seat.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
Sadhna, thank you so, so much for today. And don't worry, everyone. I wanted to make sure that we're sort of keeping the recordings into sort of a manageable size, but we will kindly ask Sadhna to record the activation and then maybe share it as an additional bonus, so that you can have that today. So don't feel that you're missing out. But I want to thank you, Sadhna, for being here today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. I really appreciate being here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what all the other speakers share on this retreat. Thank you so much for putting this together and for getting your message out in the world. It's so needed right now. So needed. Thank you, Kia. Thank you.
Thank you so, so much.
Thank you.